I'm super mum. Well, that's what I keep getting told, because I'm fighting a campaign for children with mental health. Started off about my Maisie, and now it's just grown and grown. 100 days today that she's been away in Sheffield, and it's breaking my heart, and I need all of you to realise that this is real. It's real about Maisie being away, and it's real about a mother that's over an hour away, trying to stay strong, put on a good face for everybody that really is falling apart inside. We've started the egg challenge, and there's lots of you out there that have been really supportive, but there's lots of you out there that are saying to me, I'm being nominated, I don't like egg, I can't see how it's going to work. Well, this is me begging, and I will beg. I'll get down on my hands and knees and beg to all of you out there, please, it only takes 10 minutes to get an egg and nominate 3 people. I'm not super mum, I'm just Sally. I'm Sally. I grew up in the 10 foot with loads of you lads that I all expected to get egged. Simon, Adam, Neil, all of you. I won't embarrass you all. Yeah, I'm a lass from Hull that grew up, went to Bethune, went to Kingston. No posh, just normal. Went to Guards. So all of you that know me from there, you can just take 10 minutes. I'm that desperate, I will beg. The Ice Bucket Challenge created awareness around the world, around the globe. People started talking about it. Programmes was on television to explain what it was all about. And that's what we need in this country for children's mental health. We keep hearing little bits, little snippets in the news, and that's because it is such a mess. It's like being in the 18th century, where children go away to hospital, they're separated, ripped apart from the families, and they're not getting the treatment and therapy what you think that they should get. No, they're getting drugged up. They're not getting the therapy and the treatment that you would expect. And this needs to stop. It needs to change. I can't do it on my own. There's 13 children from Hull and East Yorkshire scattered all over England, one in Scotland. And their parents, for whatever reason, they're too scared to stand up and tell their stories. This is really brave, but I can't do it on my own. I keep getting told that I'm an inspiration. I'm just a mum. I'm just a mum that is absolutely petrified and heartbroken. Desperate to get a child back home where she belongs, so I can cuddle her when she's poorly. So today is 100 days. Please, all of you that haven't, crack an egg. It is spreading awareness and we are getting heard. If you've already cracked an egg but your nominees haven't, please chase them up, because you do care enough to do that and they just need a little bit more educating. We can do this, and it is for all children. Maybe not one that you know right now, but you don't know, even if you think you've got the most average normal child in the world, you don't know when they might start an eating disorder, or start having anxiety attacks, or start to get depressed about studying, exams, social media. There might be a death in the family. You can't predict what's going to go on in your future, and you can't predict what your child or child that you're close to is going to feel like at that point. And these services might be needed for you. Don't come in and be in my position and go through hell and be in this black hole that I am in. Having a unit with beds in Hull doesn't mean that your child will escalate to that point. What comes with a unit with the beds is also the expertise, that top level, that better level of professionals that work with children that are that seriously distressed. I keep hearing figures about children having to wait 18 months for diagnosis, just for an assessment because their child is a bit different. Children that have wanting to commit suicide but having to wait 6 months to see an expert to try and talk about why they feel like that. And then look at how many suicidal teens we've had lately. We've got to stand together as a city, as a county, because it reaches you all, right up to Bridlington, past up to Driffield. All of us, Goole, we're all counted as Hull and East Yorkshire. All of those children are being affected daily. The police are inundated and having to do the work of CAMHS workers because we don't have that many in our city. There is no crisis team that could come out to your child. You'll have to go dial 999. Have a paramedic who's not trained in mental health to try and calm your child down. Go to the hospital where they're inundated with mental health patients that they don't know how to treat because they're not trained to do that. Now that Maisie's away and her recovery is to come home for some home leave. So she comes home for a few hours. But because she's under section, because she can't keep herself safe, she's home leave on a section 17. Now, Hull Royal wouldn't have my child on a section before Christmas because they can't restrain her. So while she's on home leave, if she goes into crisis, not just a medical crisis, a mental crisis, if she goes into a medical crisis, where do I take my child? The only answer that I've been given, that is a real answer, because I keep getting told by commissioners that there's a number, there's 7 days a week, oh, it's till 8 o'clock. There isn't. There's no number. When you ring those people, they don't know what they're talking about. The only place I've been told that my Maisie would be kept at the moment under her section is Miranda House, which is over 18s, in a 136 suite, which is where police would have to sit with her until they get some arrangement for her to go back to Sheffield. Could you imagine having that as the background, as the safety net for your child? How would you feel? Just try and think if all of a sudden they took away children's A&E and there was no safety net for your child medically. How would that make you feel? You'd be uproar. You'd be in uproar. You wouldn't be able to bear it. But that's how it is for kids with mental conditions that are suffering from anxiety and depression. So please, I do beg you, all of you, every single one of you on my Facebook that has known me at some point in my life, be it through being a mate in the back 10 foot, going to school, Kingston, Pickering, Bethune, working with me at Sainsbury's or Marfleet or Eastfield, or just knowing me from my family having a chippy in Preston Gate in Hessel. If you know of us, please, please, crack an egg, nominate 3 people, tag in the petition and keep it going, because we can make a change. People are starting to listen, but we need more. See, I'm just Sal, the lass from Hull that has an autistic daughter who's struggling with grief, being bullied and life. Today's her 100th day away, and it's my 100th day without my child. So please, you might get in your hair, it washes out. You might not like the mess, it washes out. The statement and just being caring enough to do it means more than anything else, and it will make a difference. The ice bucket did, so will the egg challenge. Please go to the petition at 38 degrees, get Maisie home and sign it. It takes you 2 minutes. Thank you.